2 years ago, we brought you the creme de la creme of caravan club entertainment from Seawick Holiday Parks in Clapton-on-Sea. Now we revisit the venue for their annual season finale to meet the new faces behind the blue coats. Performers from across 25 sites join together to showcase their talents and celebrate the end of the entertainment calendar. So join us once again for Rock My Caravan and see the dreams of these young entertainers come alive.
The show tonight is our national finals. All the parks get together and do like a talent show for all the guests.
We're doing one song, it's a medley of songs, and we're going to be doing the overtones. We've renamed ourselves the Overweights.
Or the overtones.
Or the Overtons, if you like. We've brought food with us just to share with the crew.
How much have you got there?
Like 18.
So yeah,
17, so we had one on the way in.
we're doing a medley of the Overtone songs as a cover, and it's going to be our chance to show all the people that go to other parks
That we're miming.
that we can mime really well. No, it's just to show everyone, the board of directors, the investors in the company, and all of our family and friends that this is how we do it. I kind of just, the highlight of the job is...
It's in sections, isn't it, really?
Yeah, there's a few different ones. Starting, meeting all the new crew, learning all the new stuff, moving on to what park you get placed at, and meeting all the new friends and the new surroundings. And,
single mums.
You know, single mums in Howie's case. They look after us, don't they? Some,
do.
you know, try and find us work in the winter. The people that employ us always try and help us out. If we, you know, some of us do different things. Like for instance, I've been saving all year. My other half are going to Australia, and that's our break really. And then we'll come back and go straight back into work again.
It's a little bit good that I'm not going now.
So we've been together 3 years now, and because in the season obviously you can't book time off because you're other people's holiday, if that makes sense. So we've got saved up everything that we would have done in a normal year, and then we're just going to go for some sunshine really, because you spend most of the day inside. Yeah, and it'd be nice because you spend so much of your time around other people and loud music, and everything's always so energetic. I think we're just going to go and really chill out for a month, and you have to recharge your batteries, I think.
When you do like a job in a holiday park, it becomes your life. Like you kind of go into a bubble, if that makes sense. That like everything, just like when you were with a team of 7, like you just become like a family. So like you work together, you live together, you eat together, you do everything together. You go out clubbing together. It's just like, and then when you finish that, it's like somebody's just burst your bubble. It's like, where are these people that I've just spent the last 8 months of my life with?
Relationships with other entertainers is a funny subject. You will get, because you've got people coming from different places. I mean, you travel from all over the place. I come from the Midlands and I've worked in Kent. I've come from the Midlands and worked in the Isle of Wight. And you get people from Manchester, from London, all over the place. Different backgrounds, different lifestyles, different work ethic, different personalities. And you're shoved together. Sometimes you have to live together. You work 6 days and nights a week. More often than not, you're in each other's pockets 24 hours a day. And it's going to go one of a few ways. You're either going to just be able to tolerate each other and be fine with it, but know you would never be friends outside of that situation. You can make a friend for life. You're very, very lucky if that happens. You can find some best friends and people that you will always stay in touch with, and that's rare actually in my my experience. I can probably count on one hand the amount of people I count as good friends from my 12 years. And then it can go completely the wrong way, and you can just hate, strong word, you can really not like the people that you work with. And that makes it really hard because you're together so often. You'll just clash. You can't like everybody. Nobody likes everybody in the world. You're going to rub somebody up the wrong way. You're going to be tired from doing your job. You know, you've worked till 1 o'clock in the morning, you're back in at 10 o'clock with the kids, you're in a bad mood, and then somebody comes along and sort of makes a dig or thinks they're funny or says something that you don't like. And that's it, you're done then for the rest of the season. They'll carry on winding you up and they'll rub you up the wrong way. And it makes it really hard, really hard to do the season. I've left a couple of seasons because of the people I've worked with. It's been nothing to do with where I've been. It's because of the team I was with.
I think I'd like to say about 70, 80% of staff are loyal and come back year after year after year. Those are the ones that I'd say are the ones that make it a career. So they're not in college and stuff like that. They actually, you know, it's their full-on career. They're passionate about it. And then the 20%, if are the new staff, they do generally just come and go because they you know, they don't know whether it's for them. It's not quite meets our expectations in some ways because they see all the, you know, again, the big TV shows and stuff. So and you know, it is blooming hard work. There's no other words for it. So I think you know, a lot of the time it just shocks them a bit, and they some of them just can't deal with it.
A point last season, 2012, where there was a guy taken on for one of our show parks, and once we got him into the rehearsal stages, you know, he was involved in the rehearsing, putting the shows together with all the other teams and whatnot. After a few days of trying to, you know, drum the routines and whatnot into his head, it was quite clear, quite apparent that he just wasn't going to pick it up. Certainly in the time frame that we had, and, you know, probably to the standard that we were looking for.
But we just created a different role for him in exactly the same park.
But basically, I have cerebral palsy. I've got pretty good at hiding it now. So unless you know about it, you wouldn't tell. Either you could see it in me, or you'll see somebody taking the mick out of me. Joking, obviously. I'm the worst one for it. If I can make people feel uncomfortable with it, it's a bit of fun for me. But basically, my right side of my body doesn't work properly. So, like, I always show it this way, but it always seems really weird. Like with this hand, I can do everything I want to, so everything works. But if I tried to do it with that hand, it just wouldn't. You know, I haven't got proper control over it, and it's like all the way down. So from the middle of my face that way, everything goes a bit, well, lazy, I suppose. It's like having a stroke, but I missed the interesting bit and just ended up with it. I joined as one of the performers, but obviously because I've got a physical disability, I struggle with the movement. Like, everything's got a dance routine to it, and it's really important that everything sort of fits, and I struggled with that. So rather than sort of just turn around and tell me, oh, you know, you can't do the job, they got me in here actually, and just sort of explained to me what my options were and if I'd like to do anything else, and sort of play to my strengths, because I've been performing for years, like growing up and stuff.
What made you want to perform?
I know it sounds weird, but growing up, I've always been somebody that accidentally proved people wrong. So my mum, when I was young, she didn't know if I'd be able to walk and stuff, because obviously doctors, they tell you the worst case scenario of everything. So I think I just got used to doing that. So whenever a choice came up, I always went for something that wasn't necessarily easy.
it.